He fills me up. He gives me love. More love than I've ever seen. He's all I've got. He's all I've got in this world. What y'all know about that? But it's all the man that I need. What's up, family? Ooh. What is up? Hey, Iman, what is up? Oh, live at 333. Okay, Spirit. I see you. What's up, Tiara? I love it. And that is a part of the energy that is going on right now. The energy right now, family, is all about this synchronicity. Thank you for stepping in, for coming in and saying, what's up, Tiara? I love that. And I love that I went live at 3:33. Like, that's magical. That is magical. That is a confirmation to my magical being. I'm grateful for that. What's up, love? I was just singing that Whitney Houston love. Really, because that's how I feel about you. He fills me up. He gives me love. Y'all got to excuse my voice. I am dealing with some allergy stuff going on right now. More love than I've ever seen. Ooh, girls, y'all got to get y'all some of that. He's all I've got. Sing it, Whitney. He's all I've got in this world, but he's all the man that I need. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that? And here's the thing. Let me also say this. This is a part of the energy right now. I'm so excited to get into this with y'all. But a part of this energy right now is being good to yourself, right? So like in the Sacred Sister Circle, which that's what I was about to do. I was about to post this video in the Sacred Sister Circle. In the Sacred Sister Circle, I posted a song that was channeled to me yesterday as I was in my spiritual bath. I was in the spiritual bath and Spirit started playing the song by Vivian Green, Be Good. The song Vivian Green, Be Good to You. Spirit was channeling that song to me yesterday as I was taking a bath, Be Good to You by Vivian Green. How many of y'all know that song? Okay. How many of y'all know that song? I hope you know that song. If you don't know that song, especially for my sisters, especially for the women, because this energy that we are in right now is all feminine energy. It's all fertility. It's all birth. It's all life-giving. And you want to be giving life to things that are good to you, that are good for you, that do good in the world. Like, that's what you want to be giving life to. And so if you haven't been being good to you, in that song, of course, we know Vivian Green is singing to a man, right? But she may be speaking to herself. Y'all know Vivian Green is spiritual. If you don't know, now you know. Vivian Green is spiritual. She's into the science, okay? So she has a song, I'll only be good to you, be like I should to you. That type of energy is the energy that you need right now. That type of energy is what you need to be focused on right now. How can you be good to yourself? How can you be good to the mother that dwells within you? See, whether you are a man or whether you are a woman, we all have that feminine energy. We all have that feminine energy. Y'all already know your mother is your first teacher. And so sometimes the way that you treat yourself is based off of the way your mother treated you, the things she did or did not do for you. Sometimes that's how you treat yourself. And sometimes those things are not in alignment with what you need. Sometimes those things are not in alignment with what you desire. Sometimes those things are not in alignment with the love that is present, that is available for you. But you cannot see that because the voice of your mother, the trauma of your mother, the trauma of your grandmother, your great-grandmother, the trauma of the women in your family is how you are viewing yourself and viewing the world. So in this space and time right now, it is important to figure out how to be good to you. And sometimes being good to you means you got to challenge yourself. Sometimes being good to you means you have to do things that are hard for you to do. Sometimes being good for you means that you have to address some of the thoughts, some of the images, some of the feelings, right? You got to be good to you. And not only that, you have to prove your goodness to yourself. Sometimes you can get so deeply ingrained into a certain way of being and into a certain way of thinking that when you speak goodness to you, you don't even hear that goodness. Like it sounds like womp, 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 right? Sometimes when you are being good to you, you can't even receive it. But here's the key. Here's the key. You have to keep going. You have to keep doing it. Okay? You have to keep putting in that work. You know? If you cannot convince yourself of the goodness with your words, prove it to yourself with your actions. So that may mean eating well. That may mean disciplining yourself to meditate. That may mean taking that spiritual bath. That may mean exercising. That may mean listening to high vibrational music. That may mean implementing some of the spiritual practices that people like myself or that my love Dream Wise or Brother Yosef or anybody that you watch, that may mean implementing those things and doing that work. Now is the time for you to be good to yourself, because what you are seeding and sowing into you, it shall be manifested, right? Whether you want to believe it or not, either you are speaking and sowing into yourself things that are good, things that are well, things that are in alignment with your greatest greatness, or you are not. And then beyond just thinking the thoughts of goodness and feeling the goodness, you have to start integrating goodness in the way that you walk, in the way that you live, in the way that you show up on a daily basis. You got to start taking the action. Okay? Now, I just went into a whole rant. Are y'all here with me? Let me say what's up. Can I keep going? Can I keep going? Let me say hey to y'all. Because sis just started going. I don't know, it just started happening like that. It just started happening like that. So what's up, Showstopper? I think I said, what's up, Matt Titan? What's up, Sometime? What's up, Divine? I love how y'all spell all y'all stuff. What's up, Deandra? What's up, Shaquila? Yes. What's up, Lexi? Your girl is live. Are we here? Yes. What's up, Mr. Daydreamer? Yeah. So even everything that I just went in on, that's a part of this energy right now. But I want to talk about it in a little bit more detail. And we're going to start with this feminine energy. It's so divine. It's so spiritual because on what's today? Tuesday. On Sunday, I think it was Sunday morning, I woke up, I posted a picture in the Sacred Sister Circle, and I asked the ladies, what are the generational blessings they have received from the women, from the matriarchs in their family, right? So Sunday morning, I have posted that into the Geneva app for the Sacred Sister Circle. And I did that because I had a dream. Of course, I'm going to tell y'all about the dream. I'm going to tell y'all about the dream that is going to really connect all of these things, right? So I posted that in the Geneva app, and then I get on YouTube because I'm like, let me listen to something on Sunday morning while I'm walking around the house doing whatever I'm doing. And I see Brother Yosef's video pops up. It says, quarantine is over. It's time for this matriarch energy. And I was like, well, damn. The women the feminine energy, the matriarchal energy is really coming through, right? I was surprised to see Yosa's video say matriarch in it. So surprised. I was like, Spirit, I see you. Anywho's, let me tell you what's actually happening. We are being called right now, men and women, to really look at the magic that we have inherited from our mothers, and mothers, from our mothers, right? We have been called to do that work. And it is so freaking dope, y'all, because I want to say a week ago, last week, Monday, I had called my grandma on the phone. And I'm talking to my grandma on the phone for about, I want to say probably 30, 40 minutes. And I was just getting more and more insight on my family, my background, right? And she's telling me all of this stuff. Yeah, we made it to Texas from Mississippi. We came from the Mississippi River. When we got to Texas, you know, it was horse and carriage to get to this location that we ended up buying land and all of this stuff like that. And I'm just so engulfed in hearing about my family. 45 minutes straight of talking to my grandma on FaceTime, right? Couple of days later, I'm on the phone with my dad and I asked him to tell me about, you know, his mom. I know where they came from. They came from a small town in Louisiana, made their way to Texas, so on and so forth. Got out of Louisiana because Louisiana had the most extreme slavery. I know we got a portion of you spiritual people that's like, oh, Black folks were never enslaved. And a portion of you people that are like, yeah, we were enslaved, so on and so forth. I'm telling you from my dad, he literally said in Louisiana, there was a heavy slave population. And he actually went and visited a slave plantation in Louisiana. And he said it was the most eerie thing he had ever felt in his life. He literally said when they pulled up on this Louisiana plantation property, when they pulled up on it, he could just feel all the spirits. And my daddy is not like a religious man. He's really kind of just go with the flow. But he said that was one of the most spiritual experiences he's ever had, where he literally felt the presence of these spirits, right? And so all last week, I've just been asking my family questions about, you know, our ancestors. Don't know why I was doing it. It was just happening. But then I had that dream Saturday night leading into Sunday morning. And I had a dream that all of the women in my family were wearing black. They all had on black and we all had our hair in a ponytail. Hence why I got my little lock ponytail right now. I'm tapping into the energy, right? All the women in my family had their hair slicked back into a ponytail. And basically what I was being told in the dream is that a lot of my family's magic came from, or a lot of the women in my family, their magic came from the earth element and their magic came from the water element, right? It came from the earth element and the water element. In fact, all of the women in this dream, I want y'all to know, in y'all's dreams, y'all be time traveling. You be timeline jumping. In your dream, Spirit be revealing you things that you need to be implementing right now. So in my dream, all of the women in my family, ooh, this is some juicy shit for y'all. All of the women in my family they have their hair pulled back in a low ponytail and their hair is like wrapped up in a ball, right? They also have in the backyard of this house that we were living at, this huge tree where you could see all the roots and everything was intertwined. And in that dream, Spirit told me, yes, tree magic, talking to trees, having your feet in the grass, that is a part of the magic of my matriarchs and of the women that came through my family. And what's even crazier, y'all, is that my grandmother, who I know, who I love, who I was just on the phone with last week, she was actually born underneath a tree out here in Texas. You cannot make this stuff up. So one thing that I want to tell y'all about this energy right now, you have to inquire about your family, right? So many people don't want to go beyond, even some of you don't want to go beyond what you see in the physical. Okay. You got your mama, your grandmama, and your great grandmama, right? Most of us know that amount of people. Some people know their great great grandmama. But all of your mamas have a mama. And there is information that all of them are carrying with them. Okay. So what I want to say right now is don't just stop at your mama, your grandmama. Don't just stop there. Keep going. Ask your grandma, okay, what do you know about your grandma? How was your great grandmother? Get that information, because just hearing the conversation or just having the conversation, it awakens and unlocks certain aspects within your DNA. See, I didn't know that I was asking a question when I went to sleep that night. When I went to sleep, on Saturday night, and I had this dream of seeing all the women in my family wearing black, having their hair in a low ponytail, and us all showing homage and praise to this huge tree. Y'all know there's trees, and then there's those ancient trees, them trees where the trunks is thick, right? Where the roots are thick. I'm talking about we had one of those trees in the front or in the backyard of that house that we were in. And I just intuitively and telepathically knew that that tree was where we went to for our spiritual rituals. That tree was where we came together, where we gathered to make some things happen. That tree was where we had got a lot of wisdom and knowledge from. I just knew it. Here's the message that I also received. Ooh, are y'all ready for this, ladies? Can I tell y'all this, ladies? Let me tell y'all this. When you are wearing these weaves and wigs continuously, now I ain't saying not to wear your weaves and your wigs at all. Like, no, wear your weaves and your wigs sometimes. But when you are dependent on the weaves, on the wigs, on the fake hair, you are blocking a level of communication, right? You are blocking that conversation that your antennas tap you into. Your hair is antennas. Your hair is wisdom. Your hair is information. And yes, you need to protect your hair. Yes, you need to do protective styles. Okay, ladies? Yes, you need to do that, but you have to have a connection to your hair. Me in the past, like when I was in college and things like that, I had the connection to my hair wasn't there. I didn't start connecting with my hair really until I want to say my like junior, senior year in college, where I literally went natural. I did the big chop and I started nurturing and connecting to my hair. And this was a gateway into me being able to tap into channels and downloads. But if you are constantly wearing wigs and weaves and braids and faux locks and things like that, a lot of times you are stopping the information. A lot of times you are stopping the downloads and the channels that are trying to come through your hair. Okay? So keep that in mind. Again, I am not the end all be all with what you should be doing with your hair. Do whatever you want to do with your hair, but pay attention to that. At least when you take your weaves and your wigs off or your braids out, spend time nurturing your hair and building and having a conversation with your hair. You should not be more connected to your wigs, your weaves, your faux locks, your box braids. You should not be more connected to that than you are to the hair that is coming through your scalp. And it's crazy, it's spiritual, because I was having that thought like 2-3 days ago, like right after I had the dream, and I saw all the women in my family with their hair slicked back. Then you see, my brother, Masterly Foolish, just posted a video that Jewel Program did a while back talking about how your hair is literally your neurons, right? Meaning communication in the brain. It is literally your neurons making itself physical, right? So I just want to say that. Let me go ahead and just put that out there. Pay attention to your hair. Whether your hair is thinning, shedding, all of these different things like that. It can give you insight into your ability to receive knowledge, wisdom, information from spirit. Okay? So have that communication with your hair. So what I want to say is that y'all need to get to know the matriarchs in your family. Okay? Even if you are the matriarch, do some research, get some insight into the women who came through, who you've come through. A lot of times we only want to focus on the generational curse. We only want to focus on the trauma, the abuse that the women in our family have experienced. But there was some gems, right? There were some abilities that these women have given you. Okay? Some of y'all are healers. Some of you, here's an example. Whenever I know I'm about to have a large a crowd at my house and I got to cook for that family, when I got to cook for the people, I already know I can call on my big mama. My big mama made the transition in 2012. She was the first spirit. She was the first spirit. She was the first ancestor that I was able to see with my own two eyes while I was awake. She was the very first one. I shaded her. Her birthday just passed April 15th. But she was the first spirit. She was the first ancestor that I was able to see with my two eyes, that I woke up in the middle of the night and I was able to see her. And it was funny because after that, I was like, okay, big mama, I'm glad you came through, but next time come through in my dreams. I'm better that way. You know, I'm not going to freak out. Right? So you need to look at the women, the lineage of women in your life, and you need to understand what y'all's magic are. For us, our magic, for the women that I come through, our magic is in that kitchen. We cook from the soul, right? We're going to make you feel that love. You're going to heal with our food. We also know how to take care of children. We know how to love on some kids. We know how to nurture kids. We also know how to discipline kids. When I used to work out of high school, when I used to work out in the elementary school, I was the best teacher, right? They love me like I'm their favorite teacher because they know I love them, but they also know I'll get on that ass. They also know I'll get on that ass, okay? So they love me and I love them, but that's something that has come, that gift, I don't even want to call it a gift because it's natural. It's not surprise, right? It's just a part of who I am. That comes from my mother and that comes from her mother. And my great-grandmother had 13 kids. So she better know how to take care of some kids. Okay? She better know how to take care of some kids. And we're also in this Taurus energy. Okay? When we think about the bull, we think about the cow, we think about Hathor, we think about the mother. We think about fertility. Okay? So I want you, family, to look at your lineage, look at the women in your family and extract the power, extract the blessings from them. What have they given you? And if you don't know, it's time for you to start asking. It's time for you to start having that conversation. Okay? And enjoy it. Enjoy it. And then not only that, if you have children, teach your children to honor their grandparents. Not the grandparents are not just there for them to give them all the toys, all the food and the snacks and the pizza that they want. No, kiddo. I'm glad grandma gives you pizza and candy and lets you do whatever you want to do, but your grandma got some wisdom. Your grandpa got some wisdom. And you need to ask them some questions. Let's start that now with your kids now. So that when they become an adult, right? When they become a teenager, they don't lose that aspect of themselves. And they can observe who it is that their grandmother, their great-grandmother is right now. All right? So a part of this energy right now is looking into the magic of the matriarch. I like how that sounds. Y'all like how that sounds? The magic of the matriarch. The magic of the women and the great mothers from which you have come, because none of us have come here but through a woman. Okay? Whether she was a good mama or not, you still came through her. And it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. See, a lot of times, especially in this spiritual work, we can get so caught up on what our mamas did not do, and we forget about all that they did do. So it's all about what you are choosing and what you are deciding to look at, right? Which also leads me into Mother Earth in the work that she's doing. Hence, we just had Earth Day, right? Like Dreamwise did in his video. Earth Day is really symbolizing Heart Day. How much can you love and nurture yourself? And how do, man, come on, Spirit. Miss Bluedem said it on they live on Friday too. I was like, Spirit, you really working. I think that was Friday or Sunday when Miss Bluedem went live. They talking about honor the mother and the father. And I was like, damn, this mother energy is really coming through. And y'all know the saying, or you know the Bible verse, honor thy mother and thy father, or thy days will be. Let me know in the chat. Honor thy mother and thy father, or thy days will be. What comes next after that, family? Let me see what y'all know. Let me see what y'all know. Honor thy mother and thy father, or thy days will be. Shakila put cut short. Absolutely. Or thy days will be numbered. That's another translation. Or we say honor thy mother and thy father, or thy days will be shortened. Honor thy mother and thy father, or thy days will be shortened. Honor your mother. Honor your father too. But today we are in this energy right now is really about that divine feminine energy. And so to honor means to have high respect. It means great esteem, right? It means adherence. Adherence means you listen to the wisdom of the mother and you implement. Okay? Adherence. You are going to adhere, meaning you are going to do what thy mother told you to do. Okay? So I really want y'all to understand that. And when it comes to Mother Earth, this is such a great time for y'all to be tuning in with the divine Mother Earth. Listen, don't be consumed. Don't get overwhelmed with is it Mother Earth? Is it Daughter Earth? Is it Sister Earth? Whatever, all of that. What you do need to know is that the earth is wise. The earth is wise. The earth knows what to do. The feminine energy of the earth knows what to do and when to do it. Right? It knows when it's time for that sun to come up, right? Or when to rotate around the sun or the sun around it. It knows when flowers need to bloom and when flowers need to die. All right? All of that good stuff. So I'm going to give y'all one way. I'm going to give y'all a way to connect to the earth. Because here's something that you need to know. Dreamwise said this in his video too, and it is so true. I've been there myself within my visualization. At the center of the earth is the heart. It's the heart of the earth. Think about this. Oh, come on, Spirit. Think about the movie Moana. Okay? Think about the movie Moana. The heart of Tafiti was the green stone. Now, Tafiti and Taka, right? Her light side and her dark side, she's still the mother, though. She's still the mother. And when she was not honored, This is when she really became destructive. This is when all the food start dying, all the fish start dying, all the greenery start going away. She was just on fire. Okay? But at the center of the earth is a heart. Okay? And you have the power, you have the energy, you have the authority to connect with that energy. That energy is some of the most transmutative energy that you can tap into. Facts. That energy is one of the dopest, deepest energies that you can tap into. You tap into it to multiple ways. One, y'all already know grounding, but conscious grounding. Meaning you have full awareness and you are speaking life to what it is that you're doing. You're not like, oh, I'm out here in the grass, I'm just having fun. No, you are intentional. You're intentional. So when you put your feet in that grass, you are feeling the energy from the earth come up through you, go out of your crown chakra into the cosmic womb, right? Because out of space, the cosmos is also the feminine energy. Y'all better know it. The cosmos is also feminine energy, hence the earth that was birthed through the Big Bang Theory. All right? So when you are connecting to the earth, you are connecting the earthly womb with the cosmic womb. And whether you are a man or a woman, you are still connecting to divine feminine energy, which we all have. So grounding, consciously knowing that you are connecting your feet to the earth, to connect to the womb of the earth, to connect to the heart of the earth, which this is transformational energy. Okay? I want y'all to try this one day. If you are ever pissed off, you mad, you feeling depressed, you feeling sad, your energy is off. Maybe you are lacking clarity, you're confused, your thoughts are everywhere, things are happening. I want you to be intentional about going outside and putting your feet in the grass. Being intentional about going outside, putting your feet in the grass, and letting mama, letting the matriarch, letting that divine feminine energy nurture you. You have this power. Okay? Here's something else you can do if you want to connect to the mother. Right? I got my little lock ponytail because I'm being intentional about connecting to the women in my family. If you don't have those answers yet, simply go outside and connect to the earth, or you can connect in your visualization. Here's how. I want you to go in meditation, right? I want you to quiet your mind, get relaxed, whether you are sitting or lying down. And I want you to visualize yourself going through the many layers of the earth. If you don't know what the layers of the earth are, research it. Look at a picture. Understand the vision does not have to be perfect. The vision does not have to be perfect. Just have to be intentional. Okay? So I want you to visualize yourself going through the layers of the earth. I want you to visualize a cord of energy that is connected to your feet, that is going deep, deep, deep into the earth and connecting to the center of the earth. Okay? And when you get there, I want you to visualize it as a crystal. It can be an amethyst crystal. It can be a rose quartz crystal. It can be a clear quartz crystal. I want you to visualize crystal energy at the center of the earth. And I want you to know using your awareness, using your 5 senses. I want you to know, and I want you to feel, and I want you to smell, and I want you to see within your mind's eye. I want you to see that earth energy transforming and transmuting anything that you need to let go of. I want you to see it transforming and transmuting anything that you're trying to surrender, anything that you're trying to raise the vibration of, anything that you are wanting to manifest and hold on to. You can do it by connecting to the center of the earth. Okay? Very simple visualization. Literally, all you're going to do is visualize your energy, your cord connecting deep into the earth. And when you get there, I want you to visualize the center of the earth as if it were a crystal grid. Okay? And it can be whatever type of crystal you want it to be. Recently, for me, I've been dealing with the amethyst crystal. So when I'm in my visualization, I'm in the center of the earth. I'm seeing amethyst all above me, all around me, underneath my feet. And that amethyst crystal at the center of the earth is just infusing me with all of its divine sacred energy. It's cleaning and clearing certain things. Easy meditation for y'all to do if you want to connect to the center of the earth. Easy meditation for you to do if you are wanting to connect with this mother matriarchal energy. You have to do it. Okay? I want to congratulate y'all. I want to say good job to y'all because so many of you are actually doing this healing work. So many of you are actually tuning in, tapping in with spirit. You're connected to your higher self. You're receiving those downloads. So many of you are doing this. And so the information that I'm giving you is just something else to add to your spiritual repertoire. Okay? That's it. And right now, I want to give you this. I have to give you this because this energy right now is so powerful. I get so filled up. I get so filled up with that spirit because literally, Miss Blue and Brother Bilal on Friday or on Sunday, I don't know what day it was, but they literally said the mother, honor thy mother and thy father. You know, I told y'all just a couple of days ago, I literally had a dream of all of my matriarchs all dressed alike, all of us having the same hairstyle. And I was like, oh shit, it was real. Priestess Aset yesterday literally just posted the female messiahs. Right? She literally just posted the female messiahs. She got a video called Female Messiahs. I haven't even looked at it, but I know it's in alignment. This is the energy that is present right now. Okay? We are in this Taurus energy. We got Mother's Day coming up. And all of these downloads was coming through without even thinking about Mother's Day. I wasn't even thinking about Mother's Day coming up. Yosef wasn't even thinking about Mother's Day coming up. Miss Blue wasn't even thinking about Mother's Day. Priestess Aset wasn't even thinking about Mother's Day coming up. It's just the energy right now. And I know so many of you are able to tap in. And so if you've been tapping in and you've been feeling that matriarchal divine feminine energy, I want to know about it. Because what it does for me is it just gives me the confirmation that spirit is indeed relaying information to me, channeling information through me, and I'm lined up. I'm in alignment. And you want to be in alignment with this energy because y'all already know with this climate change thing happening, what is happening in the earth is also happening within you. What is happening in the earth is also happening within you, but we've been unconscious. We have not honored the mother. We have not honored the matriarch. We have not honored the divine feminine for so long that when spring season comes, we don't even recognize that this is a time for us to be sowing seeds. We don't even recognize that this is the time for us to be inputting new ideas into the fertile ground of our mind so that those flowers can bloom. We don't understand that in the summertime, this is when we're actually supposed to be getting out with people, transforming our relationships. This is when we're supposed to be connecting with people. We don't even realize that that's what the energy is. We don't realize that in the fall or in the harvest, we don't even realize that this is when we're supposed to be collecting and gathering all the things that are going to hold us over in the winter when we are being forced to purge. The earth has been showing us this the whole time. But because we've been so disconnected from the mother, we don't trust that wisdom and we don't adhere, right? What did I just read to you? I said to honor means to adhere. To adhere means to follow through, to do the things. But because we've been so disconnected, and I get it, we've been disconnected because our mothers have been abused. Our mothers have been disconnected from their divine sacred self. But what I want to tell you is that we are all connected. It's all interrelated. And just like the earth has a destructive side, so do you. So does your mother. But your mother also has that nurturing, that loving side, whether you were able to see it or not. Whether she nurtured you or loved you in the way that you think you wanted. Okay? And if you didn't feel that, there's still something that you take away from that because you say, I didn't receive that from my mother, but now I'm going to give it to myself. You got to understand this, family. You got to understand this. So here's another layer, okay? What I want y'all to know that there are layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. Ooh, if y'all could understand the layers of this shit, it's amazing. It's amazing how there are so many veils. It's amazing how our minds, we have multiple aspects of our mind, okay? You already know you got your divine mind. You already know you got your conscious ego mind. You got your shadow self. You got your inner, like we have so many layers, right? And these layers are so thick. Like these layers can be so heavy. And I want to help you to work through it. Another layer that goes on top of this matriarchal energy is this visualization stuff, right? We had Brother Panic talk about visualization. Again, I mean, I hadn't even listened to Panic's video, but I had posted in the Sacred Sister Circle. Shout out to all of my Sacred Sister Circle members. I love y'all because y'all literally give me an opportunity to relay a message that Spirit is given. And then when y'all say, yeah, that's it, I'll be like, yes, okay, I'm not crazy, right? So in the Sacred Sister Circle, I want to say this was probably yesterday. This is yesterday. I was like, now is the time for life visioning. Mind you, I hadn't even really dove into Panic's video about visualization, right? But so many things have been coming online about visualization, about seeing your life through, right? So I commented yesterday in the Sacred Sister Circle, it's time to start life visioning. It's time for us to start being a visionary within our own life. It's time for us to start projecting out these images of what we want to create. Okay? It's time for us to do that. So, and here's the thing, shout out to the divine masculine energy as well, because the divine masculine energy really is where the vision can really come from, right? That divine masculine energy, like Dream is a visionary. He really is. He sees things, and I be the womb that holds on to it, right? That divine masculine visionary energy is being able to look at your world and assess what it is that you need and assess what changes need to be made in order for you to have the experience that you desire to have. Okay? The divine feminine energy, the matriarchal energy, the mother energy is the womb. Okay? So how does this go hand in hand? It goes hand in hand because the vision, the imagination that you are creating in your life, you hold in your womb space. Men, I know you don't have a womb. You have the dantian, right? I know that. I get that. Okay. The womb for you can be the energy that you implant into the earth. The womb for you is the cosmic womb, right? Or the subconscious mind. Okay. Or the subconscious mind. The womb and the subconscious mind are one. Ooh, the womb, the heart, and the subconscious mind are really one. So that divine feminine energy is so powerful right now because the images, the vision that you have for your life, you hold it within the great womb, within the womb of you, if you are a woman, within the womb of the earth, within the womb of the cosmos, within the subconscious mind. And guess what? When that thing has been held in the womb and it's went through the gestation process, right? When you've held it in the womb and it's gone through the gestational process, right? Like we do with a baby, that 10 months. A lot of people say 9 months, but 40 weeks is 10 months. But hey, that's just my thought, right? We say 9 because 9 symbolizes completion. 10 really is the 1, which symbolizes birth, which symbolizes anew. That's a whole nother topic, right? But we store our vision for our lives within the womb. And then after it has been nurtured by that mother divine feminine energy, now that mother can birth it. All of this goes hand in hand, okay? So you have to honor the divine feminine energy within you in order for you to even birth the life that you desire to have. And right now, the ground is fertile. In the spring season, the ground is fertile. It's all about tending to your soil. It's all about tending to your womb. It's all about tending to the subconscious mind. And you do this by paying attention to what is taking place in your present reality. But here's the connect to that. You can observe what is taking place in your present reality. The belief that you give to it is where you see where you really stand. The belief, the meaning. Shout out to Dream Wise, the video he did today about seeing these symbols. He's been seeing that 44. He's seeing the 44 everywhere, right? And then we get Brother Yosef seeing that, I think he made the connection between Twitter and that 44 billion. Well, Dream Wise did the 44 billion. Brother Yosef talked about what that bird actually symbolizes. And it symbolizes renewal. It symbolizes rebirth. It symbolizes you having your own voice. You creating the life that you desire for yourself. My throat is itchy. Barely any water in here. Okay? You have to, my throat just started itching so bad. Y'all, babe. Ooh. I need more water. Y'all. Look at my eyes. My damn throat just started itching so bad. Spirit says, slow down. I know, I'm probably giving y'all a lot right now. I ain't talked this much in a while. I haven't talked this much in a while. Okay.
You don't care. I like it. God damn.
Ooh. Thank you. Ooh, that water is good. All right. That feels good. That feels good. All right. So, like I was saying, in Dreamwise's video, he talked about this 44 energy and being able to see those symbols that are showing up in your life. Even me coughing right now, I got my own thing in my mind about what that means for me. Exactly, victory of love, because here's some science. Here's some science. Here's some science. Spirit says when a person has a cough, they really have something that they need to get out. This is for people who probably are not, who are probably unconscious, right? When a person has a cough, they have something that they're trying to get out, and because they can't formulate the words, they cough. Because they have something that they need to express. Research it. Research it. The spiritual meaning behind coughing. And literally you'll see something that says somebody has something that they need to get out. They're trying to get their voices heard. Information needs to be shared. I'm grateful. Literally, that just came upon me like, what? I'm grateful. So here's what I want to leave y'all with. No matter what you are seeing in your physical world, no matter what you are seeing in the 3D world, you have to give it meaning that aligns with the vision, that aligns with the image, that aligns with the imagination that you are putting forward for your life. You have to tell that womb, the cosmic womb, the great mother womb, the matriarchal energy, the birthing energy from which all life comes from. You have to tell it, reaffirm, reassure it as to what it is that you are wanting. See, the subconscious mind is so divine, right? Because the subconscious, it is always seeking to bring your vision to life. But sometimes it doesn't get the vision completely clear, right? Sometimes it says, "Oh, you want to do this? Oh, that's not it. Well, let me shift over here. Maybe it's this." I told y'all this before. Before I started coaching, I had got into doing some readings, and it was fun. But I realized that that's not what Spirit was actually calling me to do. Right? It manifested in my reality, and I still had gratitude. I said, "Okay, Spirit, I see you. Things are opening up. I'm getting some understanding, but I think there's something more to this. This is not exactly it." So instead of me like complaining about that reality, instead of me saying, "Oh, I'm still not doing exactly what I want to do," I just told Spirit, "Okay, let's become more clear, more precise about what it is that I want." And it opened up more to me. "Oh, okay, you want to do consulting." And I started doing consultations. Cool. And I'm like, "Okay, Spirit, that feels right. Thank you. I want more of that. I want more of those conversations." Spirit says, "Okay, let's do coaching. Let's do 6 weeks of coaching, 3 weeks of coaching, 60 minutes of coaching." And I'm like, "Yes, Spirit, this is it. This feels good, but I need to be able to connect with more people. This one-on-one is great. I'm loving it. But I need to be able to connect with more and create more impact." Then Spirit says, "Oh, what about the Sacred Sister Circle? How do you like that?" I'm like, "I'm loving that." So now you got the Sacred Sister Circle where you get to do this thing in groups of women. And then you got your one-on-one thing. So I say all of that to say, whatever you are seeing in your 3D realm, you have to speak to it. You have to perceive it as if it is serving you. So when Jock says, 33 people in the chat. I'm like, oh, I'm on my divine shit, right? I'm on my master number shit. What I am communicating with you is from a master perspective. Tiara came into the chat. She said, oh, it's 333 on her side. I'm like, oh, I see you, Spirit. This is divine understanding that is going to be translated in this conversation. That's how I choose to perceive it. And when I do that, that is me nurturing the baby that is in the womb of the mother. When I do that, that is me staying focused. This is me really being the authority in my life and keeping my mind, my energy stuck on what it is that I am seeking to manifest and create. Okay? So no matter what shows up in your 3D realm, you have to become a person who disciplines themselves to see how spirit is working it all out in your life. You have to become a person that says, I see this, and this is in alignment with what I want. Whether it is even showing you, oh, okay, this is good, but I need to be more precise. I need to be more clear about what it is that I'm desiring. Nothing is ever working against you. Nothing is ever working against you. I could have I thought, oh shit, I'm really coughing on here. This is really not good. No, Spirit is just saying, girl, you channeling, you into some shit. You on it, sis. Yeah. Okay. You must stay fixed. You must stay fixed on the image you are wanting to create in your life. You must stay fixed on the vision that you have for your life. You must stay fixed on it. See, when you get caught up in the 3D shit, oh, my car stopped working. Oh, I just got into an argument with my man. My kids is acting bad. Oh, this bill is due. When you stay focused on those things, you are taking yourself away from the pleasure, from the greatness, from the abundance, from the love that you claim you are wanting. And so what happens? The great mother, the womb, it nurtures that 3D shit. Okay? Now is the time for you to truly understand and for you to truly understand. Now is the time for you to truly get it, for you to truly know that you can have whatever it is that you desire. That's the shift that is taking place. The shift that is taking place and the shift that's been taking place for time and time and time and time is that the great mother, that divine feminine energy that all of us have, always is seeking to give life. That's just what it is. Even women who say that they don't want to have children. Even women who in this incarnation are physically not able to have children can still give life. Oh, I am talking to somebody right now. I want you to know, sis, that I love you. I want you to know, sis, whoever you are, that you can still bring forth life. You just have to stay fixed on the vision. You have to stay fixed on the vision. And when anything shows you death, you have to have the magical mindset to see life where somebody else is saying that it is death. You have to be able to see life when somebody else is saying there is no life present. Okay? Even if that means, okay, maybe I am not birthing a physical child, I am going to birth my purpose. I am going to birth a life of impact and influence for my highest good and for the highest good of others. I am going to birth opportunities to still nourish and nurture children in spite of. You better know it. Okay? And even if your egoic mind, your shadow self, even if it is not convinced of the goodness that is present for you, even if it is not convinced of the words, you prove yourself wrong. Prove yourself wrong. Show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. Give that goodness to yourself. Prove yourself wrong. If the words are not convincing enough, watch these actions. I'm going to show myself goodness. Okay? It's 3:33 on my time. I'm going to take that as I have delivered the understanding 3 times over. Y'all already know knowledge is the 1, wisdom is the 2, 3 is the understanding. I have delivered the understanding 3 times over. 3, 3, 3. I've given the understanding 3 times over. Understanding everything comes in 3s. I've delivered it 3 times over. I am good to get off this live. I love y'all so dearly. Let me know in the comments which part of this video resonates with you the most. Let me know in the comments what part of this video resonates with you the most. Let me know in the comments when this is over. And look, I am so excited, y'all. The Master Student Conference is coming very, very soon. I am so freaking excited. I'm going to be diving deeper into this divine feminine energy. It's going to get real orgasmic. Let me say that. It's going to get real orgasmic in that Master Student Conference. I'm excited to see y'all there. Shout out to all of my Sacred Sister Circle members who are always showing up and showing out for your girl. I love you. Shout out to all of y'all who are here engaging with me. I love you. Shout out to you for showing up for yourself. Congratulations to you for doing the work. Congratulations for you for investing in the vision, implanting that seed into that divine feminine energy. Shout out to you. You did it. You did it. Keep doing the damn thing. All right? Keep doing the damn thing. I see you. I appreciate you. I love you. And peace.